The Mavs bounced back. PJ Washington with probably the best game of his entire career. He was absolutely sensational tonight. Uh, Attacking the rim pretty well, rebounding as well as I've seen him, and obviously he hit 7 of 11 3-pointers. What a game by him. Luka looked spry, especially in the first quarter, and obviously looked way better than he did in game one, which is huge, and he didn't look overly tired. I felt like he looked more healthy today, which is huge. Derek Lively was better defensively today, which is huge for them. With obviously him and Gafford splitting minutes, that's obviously huge. And then, Kyrie, even though he wasn't shooting the ball pretty much and wasn't shooting well, did pass the ball really well. I thought he defended really well. And you add on to some good defense by everyone on this team. And the surprise appearance of Tim Hardaway Jr., which I did not expect after Dante Exum has unfortunately just completely shrunk in these playoffs, man. Which makes me sad because I've been rooting for him, but at the end of the day, what can you do, man? He's just not been the same player so far. And Tim Hardaway stepped up for him and gave them his best game of this season, probably, right? In terms of impact and timing. And was huge in terms of shot making after OKC made a run to end the second quarter, made a run to start the third quarter, and he held off also the Thunder run to obviously in the fourth quarter. So that was huge. Little to no turnovers from the Mavs. They rebounded well. A really good effort by them and a good response. While for the Thunder, uh, I thought, the main guy still played well, but the problem is Josh Giddey. His minutes were awful, right? Defensively, offensively, he just maxed up the space so much for this Thunder in these playoffs. He played 10 minutes and was a minus 20. And plus minus isn't a good stat usually, but in this instance, it it literally tells you all you need to know, right? Josh Giddey was just that awful and he got benched. And I think he should get benched for the series, honestly, if they want to win. Um, Maybe you could play him off the bench. Maybe not. But Aaron Wiggins and Casey Wallace have shown no fear, uh, are more of offensive threats. And I would say they are better defensively. Why the fuck were they not playing earlier? Like, I know Josh Giddey brings some playmaking that they don't, I guess, but if he's not going to be knocking down those wide open three pointers, he's as useless as it gets out there. Um, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting what they do with it. That's the main story for the Thunder here. Shai, sensational game by him. I just love what Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is doing, man. He's just that good. And when he gets that rhythm three-pointer, my God. Uh, Obviously, he was looking for foul calls still too much in this game, but that's what everyone does of the star players. So there's that. Jalen Williams had the right energy, I think. He's having a tougher time against his Mavs length to find better rhythm here. And obviously, like I said, with Giddy having no attention, that didn't help in the earlier minutes. And I mean, at the end of the day, I thought that this was more about the Mavs' energy and effort than the Thunder doing something really that wrong, right? Yeah, they were left scrambling a little worse. They didn't execute double teams on Luka well, on and they let Luka get to his spots better, which is obviously worse. Chet didn't have it going offensively. That was their another bad issue, right? Chet just couldn't hit wide open three pointers. That doesn't help you. And uh, defensively, I felt he still did great though. So it's give or take at the end of the day. Um, but the Mavs were for sure able to play better at their own pace, play with better energy. The other guys stepped up, right? Tim Hardaway, Josh Green, PJ Washington stepped up so much. And Luka was finally looking more like himself. And that makes you an even series. I'll try to get a better video about Game 3, which is happening at 9:30 tomorrow in here in the Czech Republic, 9:30 p.m., which is huge. I'm going to be able to watch it live. So I'll hopefully have better thoughts on this series coming then. It's been a tiring week, tiring day. So the Cavs pretty much spent up all my energy, but I wanted to let you all my thoughts that I had at least. And I don't know, it's something about it just feels like it keeps the discipline for me in a way. This is like discipline stuff, and I still love talking about it, right? Because I was impressed with Lively defensively, and that he, even though offensively he's continuing to look shaky, he's at least shook off the jitters offensively, which is huge. Tim Hardaway just all of a sudden having an impact game, which obviously none of us, I don't think any of us really expected. Maybe Jason Kidd did. They said he talked about Tim Hardaway can give us one impact playoff game. And PJ Washington just balling out. I'm really happy for him, especially, with all the Britney history and shit. At the end of the day, for the Mavs, the biggest concern is the effort. Can they keep up this effort consistently? And the injuries, right? Luka obviously still probably not. Well, for sure he isn't 100%. Gafford hurt his hand. Derrick Jones also, I'm pretty sure hurt his. I'm not sure if it was the hand or something, but he also got a little banged up in this game. So that's the biggest concern for the Mavericks at the end of the day. And for the Thunder, bench Giddy, pretty much. I think Chet will bounce back. I mean, he had some really good clean looks, couldn't knock them down. I think that's gonna happen. Maybe you could, maybe get better looks for J-Dub. I feel like he's been, I know he's been shot creating all season long, but I feel like he could use some easier shots early on in these games. And I mean, they got a chance nonetheless, right? I think all of these games will be close at the end of the day. Well, not all of these, since game one wasn't and this wasn't really as close. But you know, I think if the Thunder bench get it, that's probably their biggest adjustment at the end of the day. Then it's question how well they will throw doubles at Luka, how well will Luka look, how well they get him to throw him off his spots, and you know better contests to PJ Washington, or will they still stick with the strategy? Will Tim Hardaway, Josh Green, PJ Washington continue to be able to beat them? They could roll the dice with it. So that is that. Tomorrow, Indiana must win game 3 at home. Game 3 in Minnesota, Denver must win. And I'll be here to cover it. You already know that. So, hey, we're in here for some fun. I'm excited to cover it for you all. And as always, be kind to others. And I'll catch you all tomorrow. Stand on your morals, chase your dreams. And at the end of the day, as long as you are alive, that's all that matters. Love you all.